Hello everyone. Now this is an important section that we are going to discuss. We are going to study about understanding the logbook parameters. So until now we have understood what all has to be written in the engine room logbook, where you will get the data from, what all data is mentioned at sailing, at maneuvering, at anchorage, at port, what all is important in UMS, what all is important, why it is mentioned. Now we need to understand what are all the important parameters and how it will help us diagnose the issues.
To every marine engineer out there, from junior engineer to chief engineer and electrical officer, we all know that earning respect on ship is very important. We all know fast promotions are very important, and we all know that इज्जत कमानी है, promotion चाहिए तो काम आना चाहिए, तो जूते पड़ते हैं, गालियां पड़ती हैं, and for that you need a good mentor. Sometimes we keep finding those mentors on board ship, अगर नहीं मिल रहे तो MNDFLIX है ना, Merchant Navy Decoded has launched a subscription model where you can find more than 30 plus courses with respect to your rank, helping you earn respect on ship. Please enroll on these free trial videos, watch these videos as per rank, and then decide whether you want to invest or not, with a very good flexible payment plan as well. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.
So let us just take the exhaust temperatures both for auxiliary engine and for main engine and for turbochargers. What do they signify? So if you are having an higher exhaust temperatures, maybe your fuel injector for that unit is dripping. Say for in main engine and or auxiliary engine, your fuel injector is dripping. In that case, what will happen? Late combustion is taking place, and late combustion is taking place due to which the combustion temperature is going higher, and due to which when your exhaust valve is opening, your exhaust gases are coming out at a very high temperature. Okay, fuel valve or injector is faulty, or the fuel timing is disturbed. Okay, fuel timing is adjusted by the cams. So in the MC engine or MCC engine, your cams will decide your fuel pump timing, so that timing is disturbed. In the modern engines, your FIVA valve, okay, fuel injection and valve exhaust valve actuation, FIVA valve, or LFI ELVA valve in the ME concept, will cause the fuel injection. In that case, their solenoid valve actuation is some malfunctioning or giving issues, so there also you will have a issue with the fuel injection. Then your scavenge ports are fouled, due to which your scavenge air is not approaching in the correct amount and correct temperature, due to which your higher compression pressure, pressure and compression temperature itself is higher, due to which your overall exhaust temperature is going higher in that unit. Okay, and the last one is your exhaust valve is leaking. If your exhaust valve is leaking during operation, at that time also exhaust temperatures will, because exhaust valve has to open at a certain degree. You understand, like the valve timing diagram. From the valve timing diagram, the exhaust valve has to open 110 degrees, right? So at the correct degree interval, the exhaust valve has to open. So if the exhaust valve is leaking or is allowing the air exhaust to pass, the temperature of the exhaust before that period is already very high. Say when the combustion is at the peak, okay, when the peak pressure, because when the piston goes down, at that time the exhaust energy has reduced, and then the exhaust valve opens. So at that time the combustion temperature will be less, at that time the exhaust temperature will be less. But say when the power stroke is there, when the peak pressure is there and the combustion is taking place, at that time exhaust valve starts leaking, your exhaust temperature will go higher. So in those cases your exhaust temperature will be high. Let us see in the logbook. So see in the logbook, uh, where we are writing the exhaust temperatures. Here we are writing the exhaust temperature in this logbook in here. So we can see for all the units we have written 375, 368, 350, 70. Suddenly one unit temperature is going to 390 degrees centigrade. So this is definitely higher than the other units. Like other units average is 370 and one it is going to 390. So that is the case where you will, it should ring a bell on your head that something is wrong with this unit. That is why understanding the parameters is important, not just copying it and writing in the logbook. So that is why engineers put their signature when they are writing the logbook. Say you have given the logbook to write to a motorman will not be able to identify the parameters. Maybe he is old on the vessel, so he knows from where the parameters have to be taken. He is good to write the values. But when it comes to normal troubleshooting or identifying the trend or finding why the value, some value is higher, thereby your engineer has to come into picture. So thereby your engineer puts a sign on the logbook, not a motorman puts a sign on the logbook on the remark section. So that engineer is responsible for each watch, because he is the watch keeper. He will have to explain why such a value was seen, and he, and what action did he take when he found that certain value was raised. So you will have to hand it over to your incoming engineer, and you will have to rectify or find troubles why related to one unit. Maybe you will have to call second engineer or chief engineer, inform that say one unit exhaust temperature is going higher. Maybe it is not in the alarm limit, your exhaust deviation alarm is not coming, or high temperature exhaust alarm is not coming, but still the temperatures are higher. That means in the near future scenario can come where it will be going higher. So to be proactive and to be really smart in that case, you will have to act diligently, act in advance, so that before the critical situation arises, you are well aware, well versed of how to solve the problem. So since this is an exhaust temperature situation, this is what we will have to do in such a case, and how you have to understand this is the exhaust temperature issue, that from the logbook. Okay guys, thank you. In the next one we will identify some other parameter, and we will try to adjust or understand what its significance is. Okay, thank you.